understanding how it goes. If we talk about job, so what happens? A company comes to your campus, or you go to any other college, or you go to any open round placement, where there are certain eligibility criteria. You must have 60% marks, you must have this, and then if you are eligible, you can go for the placement round. In that placement, you have group discussion, reasoning, technical interview, HR interview, and finally X, Y, Z more things. It depends company to company and job to job, but most of them have these things. And at the end, they decide whether they need to give you a job or not. Simple. Every one of us know it. But let us try to build a relation between job and higher studies. Ki how similar they are, what is difference between both of them. Before going to compare or before going to analyze the similarity, let us talk about how you got admission in your graduation. You might have done diploma or 12th. As per your marks in any of the entrance exam, state board, JE, whatsoever, you have applied for universities, and as per your marks, you got admission. Simple. But if you compare this with the higher studies, you might realize ki it is totally different from what we did to get admission in our undergraduation. In higher studies, we have three major options: MTech, MS, MBA. All three have entrance exam, GATE, GRE, CAT. You apply, you crack the exam. Once your exam is clear, then you start applying for individual universities. I want to go to London. I want to do motorsports engineering. I know this colleges are good. I apply there. While applying to those colleges, they ask to submit certain documents. When you were in undergraduation, you were asked to submit your 10th, 12th mark sheet, your diploma result score, and this and that. But here in higher studies, it is quite different. They ask you to submit your resume, LOR, and SOP. What is LOR? Letter of recommendation. And what is SOP? Statement of purpose. We'll be discussing these things in our later slide. So you just remember that it asks you to submit these three things, and then they take your interview and finally give you admission. So if you see here in job also, you might have to go through interview, you might have to show what all you have done so far in a resume, and same thing happen in higher studies. And finally, they give you admission. We will also discuss why they do this, right? See, you got 79 percentile marks. I also got 79 percentile marks. We both can get admission in University of London, but you get it, I didn't. What was the reason why I didn't got it, and how I could turn it out in a different way if I was aware about this process in my earlier stage of engineering. That is what we will discuss in the coming slides. So guys, if you see in jobs and higher studies, you have to go through an interview. You have to submit your resume. So let us talk about that. I'm not going to take a class on resume, but I just want you to have a clarity about what is first page and what is second page. Because this is what I use, these terms is something which I use a lot during my session. So I'm just opening a CV. I think it is visible, right? I'm not that friendly with Zoom. So is this visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Great. Anna, please help me out with this because we usually work more on this Meet and all, Microsoft. Yeah. So the first page, this is a sample resume. Every one of us have somewhere similar, or the format can be different, but the categories are almost same. On first page, it is mentioned his education, what he have done, BTech, diploma, blah blah. And on second page, he have mentioned what all he have done apart from his academics. He have done in plant training, he have done industrial visit, he have done some projects, racing projects. He have some achievements, he being part of a society, he have participated in these events, attended a workshop, blah blah blah. And then finally he mentioned his final year project or major project. So If you observe, the first page says more about his academic background, and second page shows more about his extracurricular activities, which he have done apart from his academics. So now, if I say first page or second page, make sure that you get an idea ki what I'm trying to say. First page is academics, and second page is uh, extracurricular activities. So now let us go to the next slide where we are going to talk about the personal evaluation. I request the team to please share a participant link. Matlab, I actually take a personal evaluation. In this personal evaluation, there are around, I think, 80 students who are attending this session, 92 students, out of them few organizers. So we have around 80-85 students in this session. I don't know who you are, from which year, which background, what all you have done so far. So it will be tough for me to actually relate with the audience. So to make it more clear, I actually made a personal evaluation form. In this form, yeah, uh, I think it is visible, the personal evaluation form to everyone. So this personal evaluation form is something which gives me a better idea what sort of audience I'm talking to. So you have to fill email address, college name, your present year of engineering, your department. I would get to know how many students are from mechanical, CS, IT, electronics. Then is it compulsory to do an internship in your college? You might have heard ki you have to do a 1 month, 2 month internship in second, third year, this and that. Just mention the yes, no, and mention the duration. Then I will get to know what you want to do after engineering. If I see there is more crowd who want to go for jobs or for higher studies or business, then I will take the session in that direction. Major area of interest, what exactly excites you? You want to get into automotive, CAD, CFD, mechatronics? Just take one of the option. Like more be one motion, one option might excite you. You want to get into data also, but CAD also. But I want you to choose only one which is most prior to you. The next is what all activities you can add to your CV. See, on the second page of your CV, what exactly you can add, just tick those options. You can mention you have attended a workshop, you did a race competition, you're part of a society. Just tick those options and try to sum up all the activities which you have done apart from your academics in your area of interest. Mind this part, right? Area of interest. You said you are interested in automotive, and now you have done this activity in automotive, and if you sum up all these, it comes around six. You did two workshop, you represented three papers, you participated in one competition, it total comes six. So just take the 6 to 7 here. Make sure it should be related to your area of interest, it should not be random. Okay. And next, how are you planning to master your area of interest stated above? So you might have a roadmap in your mind ki if I want to do engineering, if I want to get into motorsports, if I want to get into data science, so what I will do, I will start doing so activities in my engineering, and by doing those, I can master my area of interest. I can actually get more skilled in it. So if you have any roadmap in your mind, anything which you have thought about yourself, how you want to nurture your skills, just mention those things here. This is the only subjective question which we are asking. Rest all are just you need to tick. That's it. And the last question is, what is most important to you when it comes to hiring an engineer for your company? See, till now, all the questions were related to your current situation. You as a student. This last question is more about a hypothetical situation where you have to pretend to be a company and you just pre-assume that you are hiring engineers for your company. While hiring the engineers, you take their interviews, you decide whom to hire, who to reject. While doing that, you will be focusing on these two things in his CV: his academic grades, that is page one, extracurricular activities and area of interest, that is page two. So just select which is more prior to you for hiring or differentiating between all engineers. It is not like the second option is not something in consideration or doesn't matter to you. Second option will also matter, But what matters more, just select that option here. Okay, and submit the form. I am sharing this form link with every one of you uh, in the chat option. Just a second. Where exactly the chat is. Yeah. So I request the organizers to share this message with everyone in the chat option. है ना? This form link. I'll be giving you 2 minutes of time. It's 4:23 already. We have around 37 to 40 minutes for this session. I'll be investing 2 to 3 minutes of time in which you have to fill it so that I would get an idea about my audience. And actually, I can give you valuable insight about your career, about your area of interest, what you have done so far. So it will be more of a personal evaluation. I really don't want this session to be one sided, where I'm just speaking and you guys are listening, and I don't even know who you are. है ना? So it's better to fill it and then we can start and continue the session. Uh, um, Organizers, please share this link with all the students, and now please notify me once it is done.
Hello, sir. Where did you put that link? I did not receive it.
This, if you see my screen, there is someone meeting SJCEM. To him, it is sent privately. To whom I
Sir,
can.
you can send it to everyone also. Just change it to everyone, and it will go to everyone.
Okay, okay, nice, nice, nice. I'm really sorry. Yeah, is it visible to everyone now?
Yes, sir.
Great. Kindly fill the form. I'm not going to discuss about your response. Matlab, means this email ID have submitted this. No, we are just going to see the pie charts here, where we will get to know this much percentage of audience is from this year, this much percentage want to do high studies or jobs, and about your current situation also. How much you can mention on your second page, and what do you think if you are a company you will focus on my academics or you will focus on my area of interest. So I will get really good insight, and I'll be giving 2 minutes of time. It's 4:26. By 4:88, 4:28, I expect every one of you to fill it. Then only I would able to continue the session. Great. So we'll be talking about this. Yeah, one more minute, guys. Kindly fill it quickly so that we should not waste much of our time on this. Great. Yeah, so we got a crowd from second year, fourth year. We got from mechanical, IT, computer science. Great. 24 response. I am giving you 1 more minute. Quickly fill it. Great. Chalo. So we got response from almost 50% of the audience, and I will consider this as a reference, and we will discuss about it. So, if we see present year of engineering, we have around 55% of the crowd from second year, third year, and fourth year. Great. No one from first year. Nice. So, branch we have 43% from mechanical, and then we have CS, then we have IT, and electronics. Great. So we have a good bunch of crowd, so, which makes us cover all the departments. Yes, no internship, compulsory. Okay. What to do after the engineering? 43% says jobs, and 22% higher studies, 11% business. Okay. And some will prepare for almost 22% prepare for high exams. Major area of interest. Oh, nice. We got a whole bunch. Networking. Oh my goodness. Great. Yeah. What all activities you can add to your CV if you sum up all the activities projects? Okay. See. So now I'm very interested to know about this last question. 83% of you mentioned you will be focusing on my second page, and 16% on my first page. Okay. We have an audience from second year to fourth year here. And when I ask you to mention all your activities which you can mention on your second page, what we got? We got around 31% crowd who is less than 3, 31% 3 to 5, and 14% 6 to 7. So 30, 30, 60, and 14, 75 to 76%. Almost 76% of the crowd, 76% of the crowd have only 2 to 3 on an average activities on their second page. If we see on the other hand, 83% of you want my second page to be active. Can you get that feeling? Did you understand when you are a company, what you are expecting from me, and when you are a student, what you are doing with your second page? One sort of very passive realization which I'm trying to make. And you know what? It gave me a lot of energy to see this number. This number shows that you also have that clarity what exactly industries are expecting from you. You have never given an interview, you have never taken an interview, but still, by your gut feelings, you answered it, and you answered it correctly. Yes, you will focus on my second page. It doesn't mean that you won't focus on my first page. You will also focus on my first page, but you will give more priority to the second page. If you observe here, this first, I'm highlighting it, huh? This is the first page. And if you see, this is the first step which act as an eligibility criteria. So I don't need to explain it. You are already well aware. Academic grades, percentage, marks were always the first fundamental thing. If you are eligible, if you cracked marks, after that, people in interviews or while deciding they need to give job or not, they really don't focus much on this part. You got 60.01% in your BTech. I got 98.6% marks in my BTech. A company said their eligibility criteria is 60%. We both will sit in the placement round. My second page consists of 10, 15 good activities, good things which I have done apart from my academics. Sorry, your page. Your page have 10 to 15 good activities to be mentioned on it. On my page, I have only one to two things to be mentioned in my CV. Now think of, and now imagine a interview is going on. Okay, an interview is going on of a candidate. I am who is taking your interview. What I will ask in the first page, just give me one question to talk about. There is no question to be asked here. The question or the conversation which start in an interview starts from the second page. Okay, Mayank, you have done an internship or in-plant training in Sensera Engineering. And what was your major role there? Mayank will start explaining it. Then you have done industry visit, you participated in Bahar Supra, this, that. These are the points which are actually discussed in an interview. There is nothing to talk in the first page. What should I talk? This career objective is something which is common of everyone. Skills are something which are common of everyone. And even if it is mentioned here, who cares? I will check it from the second page whether the skills which you have mentioned here are something which you have done, achieved, or if it is just copy pasted. So the best part, I won't take much time on it, but the best part about this person evaluation is the crowd to whom I'm talking to have good clarity. But the irony is that you guys haven't invested the same mentality in your own career. And that is the gap which you can see here. Just calculate the number 37 plus 29, 67 almost, plus 13. 72% of the crowd don't even have a half page of second page. Got it? So this is one thing which might you might have never thought of this way. I just try to give you a light on it. Huh. Two questions which every one of you should ask from yourself: what all you have done to pursue your interest, and what all you have done so far, is it sufficient? If you can answer this to yourself, no one of us will be unemployed. These 90% of us who fails to get a tech role, na, very simple answer to this. They fail to prove their area of interest on paper. You can't say मम्मी कसम सर मुझे बहुत इंटरेस्ट है डिजाइनिंग में, right? You can't say that in the interview. You need to prove that on paper, and 90% of us fails to do that. Who can prove it? They get it. Simple answer. Chalo, let us talk about this in detail. There might be multiple reasons why the second page is less active. Okay. I'm not here to demotivate you, or I'm not here to cross question your credibility. I'm no one to do that. But I'm just telling you a generic trend. What is going on in engineering? So why your second page is less active? We have three type of audience. First audience who says, sir, I was not even aware what all I can do on my second page. You see, on a weekend, I'm attending your session. I do my classes daily. I submit my assignments on time. But I am I'm not a lot aware what all I can do apart from my academics. That's why I haven't done anything. If you ask me, I will focus on your second page, but I don't know what I can do to build my second page. That is type 1 of audience. Second type of audience who says, ki sir, I am aware what is going on. I'm aware what all extracurricular activities happens, but I'm not at all interested. I only want to focus on my academics. I only want academics ही काम आएगा. Only that will be considered. Or I'm not interested in doing anything apart from my degree. I don't think so. We have an audience here of that category because we have most of the crowd here who doesn't think this. Third type of audience. Sir, I'm well aware which is going on in industry, how I can build my second page. I have interest also, but I have no knowledge. I can how I can do how I can participate in research paper presentation, how I can build myself technically. So I don't have that technical knowledge or exposure. That's why this inertia doesn't allow me to do any activity in my engineering. So we have an audience here from part 1 and part 3. A second year audience, I can say, who can come into the awareness category. Sir, we have just joined engineering. I came after diploma. Sir, it's been only 1 year to my engineering. उसमें भी lockdown निकल गया पूरा. So I am not really aware what all I can do. So we might have an audience of this category here, and we might have an audience of second, third, fourth year, sorry, third, fourth year students who says, "Ki, sir, I don't know what I can do. That's why matlab, I never did it." So let me give you a quick overview how you can exactly build your second page. Before going to that, you might have heard about these companies, right? So these companies are something which we see every day in our life. Mind me and allow me a minute, Hannah. I would like to tell you guys, I have came for a family gathering, and it was all of a sudden. So I'm taking this session from an hotel, and just allow me a minute. I'll open the door and come back and resume the session. Just allow me a minute. The team have put in up a lot of effort to organize it, and I was not able to say no. My bad. But my point was I would able to invest 1.5 hour of time somewhere. I'll try to skip it, and I'm taking this session today. So how big the industry is? If we see these companies' name, and we might have seen them, observed them, we might dream to be a part of these companies, but we are really not aware how that company triangle work. How many of these come to your campus for college placement? How many of these your seniors or anyone is placed from campus or from outside? Might be 1 to 10%, right? So today we are going to discuss about the triangle, the job triangle, that how exactly we have to get into. Suppose we talk about these companies, we talk about elite, these are the top companies. So it starts from like this. These are one, two, tier three, and then we have the elite group. Or if I say level one, level two, level three. So let me give you a decent idea about how big the industry is. If we only give you example about automotive industry, so we have around 35 to 40 companies who provide us two-wheelers, four-wheelers, commercial vehicle, and on an average in each vehicle there are 30,000 parts. 75 to 80% of them are being outsourced. It means around 20,000 parts are being outsourced. And every one of you know engine, drivetrain, body, suspension, equipment, electrical parts. There are so many companies available who actually produce parts for those top manufacturers, and they assemble it there and they sell it to us. But who works in these companies? That is my next question. And in how many of you even know the names? We know Honda, we know Mercedes, we know Toyota, but do we know Delphi and Sona Kayo steering system? Do we know Jamna Auto or do we know Delco Remy Electrical? Are we aware about these companies? So what happened, due to lack of awareness, these 80% of the companies need to hire students from their particular region, or just because of lack of awareness, students don't able to get an opportunity to sit in their placement round because they don't come to your campus. You don't know how they're hiring for them. So we will discuss about the process which is being used by most of the companies. So, and whom for you aim. A student never aim for these companies, he never aim for these companies. He directly think to get into these. If we start our career from here, and if we upskill ourselves and get to a decent position in these companies, would be a smart move. I am an engineering graduate trainee, EGT, or sometimes we call it GT. I'm working in Tata. I spend my 1, 2, 3 years of time just as at the intro level of position and don't get much of a work. And then usually due to my time span in that company, I started getting promotion or I started getting more responsibility. On the other hand, I work in Sona Steering, which is like a 100th company of Tata, where I get more role to work on, I get more responsibilities, more exposure, more work, more credibility. And in 1 or 2 years of good experience, I try to jump to these companies. What's bad in it? But surprisingly, 90% of us are not even aware about this process. So actually, Elite, we guys have actually developed a dedicated portal. Okay. If I give you an idea, internship portal. We have developed a internship portal for undergraduate engineering students where you could find technical internships. Okay. These are the technical internships where you could apply. This is an internship, a company called Miko, who says you have to perform calculation, design, testing, and manufacturing of product. You have to perform drafting for the design made with GD&T, prepare BOM for the design, skills acquired, AutoCAD, SolidWorks, CATIA, blah, blah, blah. And this is what the skill required. Stipend will be 8,000 rupees per month. It is in Mumbai. It starts immediately and there is some deadline. So like this, all the technical internships are available at this portal, which is only for our community. We provide access solely to them. What we try to figure out ki every day there are more than 30 to 50 students who get an internship because of this portal in companies. And at the end, these companies take them for jobs, give them offers. So I am emphasizing a lot on this slide where I'm trying to give you an idea ki how you could start your career. Next thing, the students who really want to learn stuff, because the 90% of the crowd here is someone who really don't have much of an technical exposure. I can relate it with the number of points which you have mentioned, that this is what you can write on your second page. I can get that gut feeling the crowd might be enthusiastic but don't have much of an technical exposure. In that case, I would like to recommend you few areas in which you should start working, because these are the futures. If you see this slide, I try to talk about the application side of the technology. Student who mentioned they want to learn data science, machine learning. Student who said they want to learn designing or automotive. One way I could learn designing by learning a software. Sir, I need to learn designing. So let's learn SolidWorks or CATIA or ANSYS. I want to get into data science. So, sir, I will start learning Python. I will start learning AI, ML. This is concept. Second part is technology. So, the slide which I have shown you, which have more of a technology application of the concepts. Students who want to get into data, if they learn about autonomous vehicle or they learn about data and cloud or they learn about connected vehicles, if they learn a combination of it, where they learn Python, where they learn machine learning, where they learn image processing, where they learn artificial intelligence, but they also learn how this technology is being used here and applied in industry. How great it will be. If a person want to learn designing, he learn software. That is one way of doing. Second way of doing is he design his own vehicle. He do in and out styling and in and out BIW fixture designs, in and out suspension, steering, braking design of that vehicle. And while learning it, he automatically learns the software. Are you getting my point? So now I'm going to give you a good idea that the gap of concept versus technology. See, I try to give you one gap, right? This was the one gap which we talked about. That was what was your level and what was industry's expectation. 83% of you said second page, your current level, you yourself know well. Second type of gap is between academics and industries. We actually curse this gap and blame our college, blame our current situation of unemployability, blame the situation of engineering to this gap. There are three gaps majorly, right? One, two, three. So we curse always and always this gap one, right? मेरा कॉलेज ही बेकार है सर. अगर मेरा कॉलेज अच्छा होता ना तो आई वुड हैव स्कोर्ड ग्रेट. सर हमारे यहाँ कुछ भी नहीं होता है. Our curriculum is so outdated. We curse this gap. But you know what? The good thing about this gap is this is universal. Every college have this gap. So industry also know ki what student learn in their academics. So they don't actually consider this gap. They say all are blind, and out of those blind, they are looking for someone who have one eye. Simple. This gap will always be there. Academics will always be behind industries because they have a vast ecosystem. A university, if they need to upgrade one topic in their curriculum, they have to do 1000 things to do that. They have to train faculties, they have to develop infrastructure, they have to get machineries, and it is not possible for a academic college to be at a pace of industry. That is a fact, everyone knows us. But why we curse this gap the most? Because we want to satisfy ourselves. And if you really want to satisfy yourself, then give it a second thought कि यार हर किसी के पास तो ये common है. That I'm not the only poor guy. All are poor. So why I'm cursing it? I need to get a solution of that. Understand it. Second gap was your current level and industry's expectation. This is something which is very uncommon. It depends on your interest. It depends on your enthusiasm. It depends on your commitment to your area of interest. How you spend your 4 year of engineering. And my energy, to be very frank, I thought to end this session in 50 minutes. I came to a marriage and I was like, ठीक है यार जल्दी जल्दी खत्म करेंगे बस. मुझे लेना है session. I don't want to postpone it. But after seeing this figure, 92.8%, I realize I'll stick to it and I'm really going to talk in detail what I exactly want to talk. Just imagine what sort of a clarity you guys have, yaar. 82% of you say ki, sir, I will focus on your extracurricular if I need to hire someone for my company. And if you want to do that, how much you have done for yourself. Third gap, concept versus technology. What exactly is it? In concept versus technology, uh, as I told you, that in engineering, we learn concepts. You learn strength of material. You learn basic of thermodynamics. You learn thermodynamics 1, thermodynamics 2. You learn SOM, DOM, blah, blah, blah. So many things. But the industry, if you learn thermodynamics and the industry actually do heat flow simulation for battery cooling in electric vehicle, there they use thermodynamics. They develop regenerative braking system in vehicles. If I give you a problem statement where only three things are going to be used: friction, thermo, and Newton's law, a little of Pascal law. Four things. I give you a problem statement where a vehicle is running at a speed of 72 kilometer per hour. It is running at a speed of 100 kilometer. Sorry, it is running at a speed of 72 kilometer per hour. The total weight of the vehicle is 700 kg. You apply the brake, panic braking. You apply the brake in a way that the vehicle should stop within 10 meters of distance. From 72 kilometer per hour to zero, it should be stopped within 10 meter of distance. Please calculate the heat dissipate from the disc brake which I have in my tires. Please calculate what should be the master cylinder of my vehicle, what should be the contact patch of the master cylinder, caliper and disc. Please calculate the brake hose which goes from the caliper to master cylinder, and from master cylinder to my brake reservoir, what should be the diameter of it? What is the brake force required? How much heat is being dissipated? What should be the size of it? Please calculate all that and give me on paper. And you won't go out then these four things. You will only talk about friction, thermodynamics, Newton's law, and Pascal law. Would you able to apply these four concepts which you learned in your academics and transform into a technology? Do you have that sort of a process clarity? Yes, sir, this is how I would able to calculate it and give you the answer. No. Third gap is this concept versus technology. So there are three major gaps between industries and academics. One gap is common. Stop cursing it. And these two gaps are something which you can develop of your own, which you can reduce of your own. A very last slide, which I'm going to talk about now, okay, where I will give you a decent idea how industry hire their army. Okay, try to understand this slide, everyone. If you have kept your phone aside, if you are doing anything else, दुनिया का कोई भी काम कर रहे हो, stop it and start looking at the screen. Try to understand this slide. This graph is something which gives you a very clear idea about how the future will be and how you can be ready. See guys, we have crowd from second year, third year, fourth year in this webinar. So a second year guy will be passing out in 3 years, right? And a fourth year guy will be passing out right now. So let me talk about a student who have 0 month time with him, to a student who is in his second year. He do 3 years of engineering plus he do 2 years of MS, 5 years. So we have a crowd who have time from 0 to 5 years, ended up doing a job. Okay, ended up doing a job. This is the window period we have, right? Clear to everyone? Key a student from 0 to 5 years of time they have, all second, third, fourth year guy to do a job after their engineering or after their higher studies. Okay. Now let me give you an idea ki how industry till what matlab, how much window industry keep in hiring their engineers. This is the graph where we talk about progress of technology performance versus time. I will give you a very basic example, a very generic example, which every one of you can relate. An automotive example of a two-stroke engine. Two-stroke engine, you know na, pat आवाज करते थे. There was a lot of smoke, काला धुआं निकलता था. Bajaj, you're from Mumbai, so you have seen those Bajaj autos, है ना? You have seen so many Kali Pilis. You have seen so many vehicles which are with two-stroke engines. So you even have seen Yamaha ki bikes. So those engines were two-stroke. Those two-stroke engines, suppose they came into any time in near 1900, and then they start progressing with the technology performance. Now at this moment, they have good performance, good quality. The engines were optimized. They were doing best, and they were started giving their payback. Company from point 0 to point A have invested a lot of amount in developing that technology or optimizing the two-stroke engines, and then from point A till point B or till point C, they started giving their till point B, they started giving their payback time, where they try to get out profit or the revenue from that technology. As soon as they hit their payback time, they start working on the new technology. As soon as they start hitting their payback, just try to understand this. Sir, मुझे क्या करना है? I'm not an industry. What I'll do with this? Guys, this is how industry works, so you would understand this is how they hire. I'm trying to make 2 to 3 circles and give you an idea कि तुम किस circle में आते हो. So companies start working on another technology. Now here we talk about four-stroke engines. All the diesel petrol engines which we see these days are four-stroke. So they start working on this four-stroke engine thing, and gradually over the time, this for two-stroke engines got obsolete because of technology, performance, outdated, pet pollution, blah blah, and number of things. And this induction time or payback time of four-stroke engines started. Right? India might be at this position at in four-stroke engines. Some other countries are might be at this position. Some countries might about to end or banning all the petrol gasoline engines. So we might be at this position called A. And already we started working on EV. Within the next 5 to 10 years of time, we might be coming to this stage. In 15 years of time, we might be coming to the payback period of electric vehicles. Now just try to hit it. This is circle one. Here you have that technology to be immersed. This part. You have this circle two, where it is at its payback, where you are not investing much on this technology, but just trying to keep it maintained. This is one, this is two, and this is third, where you spend zero amount on this technology. You just try to keep it as per the requirement. So engineer hiring, technical job hiring also goes in these three circles. ध्यान से सुनना सब लोग. What you are learning today, if you are learning about IC engines today, or if you have it in your academics, you might come into the third circle की hiring. Just try to understand it. मुझे नहीं पता whether you have talked, thought, realized, or someone have talked about these three circles with you. मुझे नहीं पता. But I presume तुम्हें नहीं आता. That's why I'm trying to give my best. If I talk about autonomous vehicle, if I talk about data, if I talk about machine learning, if I talk about electric vehicle, if I talk about mechatronics, industrial automation, if I talk about vehicle design, XYZ thing, they all are in the stage one. These are something in stage one, they might be coming to stage two. And companies are hiring for these domains. One way, you wait that you will start learning about mechatronics in your engineering, then only you will learn. Until that time, you got pass out, and then you stop. You miss the opportunity of getting to those companies who are hiring people for circle A. This circle one hiring always happen exclusively on the basis of skills, because this is something not being taught in your academics. Mechatronics branch have been introduced to colleges 5-10 years back. Till now, only 5 to 10% engineering colleges have it. But if you see the job openings, they are huge. So what people do, then we realize, then even college realize, sir, hiring to hai nahi, job requirement hai nahi, hum nayi branch ka karenge kya? So what happens? The people who are in circle 2 or circle 3, who are there in industry, they are the first one who got introduced to circle 1. क्योंकि वो खुद काम करते हैं अपने आप को स्किल अप करने के लिए, where they try to get into the emerging technologies. But ironically, we being as an engineer don't learn in circles. सर अब अगले 5 साल में बहुत अच्छी टेक्नोलॉजी आने वाली है. I think I should start investing time in learning it, and I think I will get a good job in it. I don't think so you guys have that sort of clarity about your career. But today I try to give you an idea what industry expect, which you already know subconsciously in your mind. Second thing which I'm trying to explain here is that how this circle goes on, and are you preparing yourself to get into these circles? Third thing which I'm trying to explain is, if you are learning about any of the technology here, if you are learning about any of the technologies here, if you're learning about electric vehicles, you're learning about better styling, you're learning about automation, data, cloud, anything you are learning, there are two ways of learning it. One, to learn the concept, and second is to learn the technology. Automatically you will learn the concept. You got it? So what Elite Techno Group does, what we guys are trying to do, we guys are actually trying to fill all those three gaps. And how, if I give you one line statement, we create interest by giving knowledge and provide various platforms to nourish your skills. You can see I have highlighted three major words here: interest, knowledge, and platform. This session is all about to build your curiosity, build your interest, and give you a good awareness about what is going on. The next part is to provide you knowledge. People who associate with us, we are an edtech company. We have been into this industry from last 8 years. We do various programs, we do various technical sessions, and the purpose is to provide the knowledge. And third, we give projects, we provide internships to the students, and these are the platform. One of the platform I have shown you, that internship portal. These are the platform which we provide to students so that they can nourish their skills. One more thing I would like to give you as an idea, that is internship versus college placement. Nowadays you might have started hearing a lot, observing a lot, that colleges में technical role के placement बहुत कम हो गए हैं. Is it because of college? No. Is it there are no vacancies available? No. Is it because of there is no demand for engineers? No. It's because many companies have shifted their hiring process. I'm not contradicting anything, but I'm just trying to give you an idea about the current scenario. I'm a company. My company name is ABC. Okay. I have to hire 5 engineers for my company. I used to come to a college called MLN. This college used to provide me decent engineers every year. I go for placement round. I got the crowd. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. Okay, it's going good. I go to MLN college. मेरे को अच्छे engineers मिल जाते हैं हर साल वहाँ से. This is a conventional way of doing it, and it was happening so far. Every company have their favorite colleges. They go to those colleges and hire. Nowadays, because of this rapid communication, social media, atram patram, so many things, companies got some alternative ways of hiring engineers. And we guys are not aware about those alternative ways. What are those? A very interesting is internship. I ask you guys whether your college or university made it compulsory to do an internship. Do you think why they made it compulsory? Why a college force or a company force or your university force you to do an internship? करनी पड़ेगी second year या third year के बाद. क्या होगा उससे? Industrial exposure मिलेगा. Nice. But the actual purpose of asking you to do an internship is to connect with industry. Nowadays, so many companies have put up open placement round जहाँ पे हजारों students from any college of India apply for the internships. If you see here, this portal, right? So at this control algorithm, the company is Dorley Controls. This is their requirement. Now, a student from all the colleges in India will apply for this, who have these skill set, who have interest in this domain. Now, Dorley Control will ask their intern to work for them for 1, 2, 3, 6 months of time, whatsoever duration is. Show their skills, show their behavior, show their nature, show how they could gel up with the team do XYZ activities, and after that dole control decide whether they need to give job or pre-placement offer or not. On the other hand, Dorley control comes to a college, spend 1 to 2 hours of time in hiring, spend 30 to 45 minutes in an interview, and in that interview, the candidate try to fake as possible as much, try to show his best. And company need to decide whether ये सच्चा आदमी है या नहीं है, इसको सही में इंटरेस्ट है या नहीं, में knowledge है या नहीं है, and then they have to decide and they need to give you a job. Which option is convenient or optimized or well, blah blah blah. So that is why companies for tech roles majorly started going to internships. And the best part, the benefit to college, before that there was 10 new companies used to come to that college. St. John's College used to have 100 companies coming every year for college placement. Now St. John's have access to 1000 companies or 1000 job openings, because it is on national scales, student can apply. So if the students of St. John's are well skilled, have good second page, working fine, then they can get placed anywhere, irrespective of they are from IIT, BITS, NIT. It's open. The only thing which they require is the skills. That's it. Are you getting my point? So that is the big window opportunity open for engineers, where they get those internships and then they get the PPOs. And people who want to go for higher studies, they develop their second page of CV. They get letter of recommendations. They get statement of purpose. What is statement of purpose? Where you need to define why you want to take admission in this particular college and this particular branch. When you took admission in your undergraduation, did anyone ask you ki why mechanical and why St. John's College? No one asked, right? But here in higher studies, you have to specifically tell them why motorsports engineering, why this particular college. And to define that, to prove that, you need to show good valid points on your second page. Sir, मैंने ये किया, I have done this, I am interested in this, I have participated in competition, I have designed this. That's why I want to do masters. And you can only prove that from your second page. Are you getting my point? So we guys are actually trying to bridge your gap, and we're trying to develop the knowledge and provide you various platforms. Our forte is very confined. Super specialization during undergraduation. Our area of expertise are these 4 domains. One is vehicle dynamics, second is electric vehicle, third is autonomous vehicle, and fourth is CFD. It is totally application based. Student who said they want to learn data, machine learning, artificial intelligence, for them we specifically made something which is live. We will teach you data, we will teach you artificial intelligence or machine learning through teaching you how to develop and design an autonomous vehicle. Students who are interested in electric vehicles, they will learn about battery motor controller. Who are interested in vehicles, they will learn about suspension, steering, braking, transmission. Students who are interested in designing, they will learn about computational fluid dynamics. That's what we are trying to teach from scratch to a professional level to all our undergraduating students. Before going further, I would like to give you an idea ki, at the end of this session, we will be sharing, I think it might go not more than 10 minutes, and we will be sharing a feedback form. What this feedback form is, basically, it gives us an idea. There are around 80, 86, 90 students who are attending it. What are their names who have attended it? We keep this feedback form live for 10 minutes. In this 10 minutes, you have to fill it so that we could know that these students have genuinely attended this webinar, and we could provide you a certificate. So make sure the name which you mention here, it should be first word capital, and exact same way how you want it to be printed on your certificate. Okay, so I'll be sharing it within 5-10 minutes. Be there so that you could get this form, and whosoever have filled it only get the certificate. Now, if we continue with the session, so we have 4 major domains: vehicle dynamics, electric vehicle, autonomous vehicle, and CFD. In vehicle dynamics, we'll be talking about steering, braking, suspension, transmission, chassis, and tire. Then electric vehicle, these all. So before going to the technical side of it, let me give you an idea ki how exactly things work with us. Till now, you might gotten better understanding ki how we see academics and industry. These circle concept, a concept versus technology, or if you see the gap between you and your current level and industry's expectation, you might got an idea ki we guys are well versed with the current scenario of engineers and well versed to the current scenario of industries. So this is a upper hand of ours with lot of experience where we try to teach you how things work in industry. Let me take one example of vehicle dynamics. This is one of our flagship program. We have 4 college internships. This internship is of 1 or 2 months. We have 2 options. How it totally works, let me give you a better idea so that you could know ki how it is different from something which we learn. First thing is that we teach technology, we don't teach concept, right? That is one thing which I think you guys got clarity. How it works, we have 1 to 2 month of internship options. 1 month means you would go through around 15 sessions. Every alternate day, there is one session. On weekend, in a total week, there are 2 to 3 sessions. It depends on you whether you want to attend it alternate day or you want to attend it on weekends. It all depends on you. Every session is of 30 to 45 minutes. It is pure technical session. After each session of 30 to 45 minutes, you attempt a quiz. Now, there are multiple sessions in one module. If we talk about steering system, so in steering, there are around 4 to 5 sessions in steering, where you learn about steering mechanism, steering design, steering calculation, steering analysis. So these 4 to 5 sessions make it as a steering module. So after each session, you got a quiz, but after each module, which consists of multiple sessions of steering, you actually get a minor industrial project related to steering system. Just try to relate, huh? After each session, you got a quiz, but after each module, you get one minor industrial project, which is related to steering. And after completion of all the modules, steering, braking, suspension, transmission, chassis, tire, all these modules, after completion of it, you get a major industrial project from us. This is the unique part about us. We don't do a one-way teaching. We make it learning. You might got an idea through this webinar itself that this session is not just to have one-sided communication. Same way, our training modules are not something which is one-sided. The internships, which is of 1 to 2 months, you actually learn two-way. You learn from us, then you have to attempt one quiz, then you learn other modules, then you have to attempt a minor project, then you complete all the modules, then you have to do a major project. Now see it. Here in steering system, you learn about types, steering mechanism, geometry, this, and after that you get this project where you have to design a complete steering system and verify these calculations graphically. I will show you this learning management system of ours, okay, which give you a better idea ki how exactly you get the access to these internships. So this is our learning management system where we give access of this to you for 1 year of time. In this, you have your session 1, which is on steering, which you have seen here on the website, right? This is your module 1, steering system. You can see your session 1. This is the session here on steering. You attempt and attend this session. While attending it, you ask your doubts. If you have any sort of doubt, you ask them. So here in session 3, students have asked a doubt. It is being cleared here itself. After completion of this session, you attempt the quiz. Okay. In this quiz, you will be performing various calculations which are required to do in this particular session. After completion of session 1, session 2, session 3, session 4, you got your first minor project in which you got these many assumptions: track width, wheelbase, rack length, and you have to design a complete steering system. So just imagine what sort of practice we guys are going to develop of yours in not just steering, suspension, braking, transmission, and same way it happens with all the program. It's not just vehicle dynamics. Now we talk about autonomous vehicle. In autonomous vehicle also, you start learning about autonomous vehicle from scratch. History of vehicles, then you start working on Python programming, then you start learning about artificial intelligence for autonomous vehicle, and then you learn about image processing and computer vision. All that what a student need to learn, which are related to data, machine learning, artificial intelligence, Python, is what you learn here as an technology, not as a concept. And the best part about us is that we teach everything from scratch. A student who is from mechanical or from civil or from any background, he need to learn artificial intelligence or Python programming. He don't have to think about it. We will be teaching him from A for apple, B for boy, C for cat, and P for Python. Because we know you guys have no background of this. You have no knowledge of it. So we have specifically mentioned you will be taught artificial intelligence from scratch. Are you getting my point? So the one excuse which every one of us have, अरे यार मैं Python कैसे सीखूंगा? How I will learn Python? I to have no background knowledge. So we clear that to every one of you. We teach everything from scratch. So these programs, after each module, you get these project to practice on. And now one more thing. After completion of your internship, you get a certificate of completion of the internship. Have completed internship on vehicle dynamics from this to this date. Along with it, you get a detailed project report from us. This certificate is something you might get with each program, but we actually try to make it unique by providing you a personalized project report that you have done project on suspension analysis, steering, whatever project you do, minor and major, you get a detailed project report. What skills you acquired, what software skills you learned, what was the description, what was the case study which was asked to perform, all that. Now just imagine, yaar, just give it a thought that you got to work on multiple projects, you get a certificate of internship, you get individual minor project, you get individual major project report. All this when you mention in your CV second page, what will be the value addition on your second page? I have done an internship. I have done one project on this, 2, 3, 4 projects. I have done one major project. 5, 6 points you can easily mention on your second page. Not just one line. You have a detailed project report of that to be shown. Are you getting my point? So this is value addition which we try to make in your career. We are the only company in India who offer such openly about money back guarantee. You might have heard money back guarantee. If you don't like the course, take your fees back. If you were not provided the service, take your fees back. We are very unique with our terms. We say, if you don't like our course or internship, take your fees back. Plus, if you find similar content at lesser pricing, if you find the content and the depth of the content, I told you that we'll be teaching from scratch. So, sir, will you only teach A for apple, B for boy, or you will teach to a professional level? So, to prove that, I'm saying if you find the similar content or the depth of content which we're trying to teach you at lesser price than us, you take your complete fees back. We give you 2 challenges. Why we give it? Because we have trust of more than 1 lakh engineers who pass out from us. We have 8+ years of mentoring experience. And that made us capable enough to challenge everyone in the industry. You can teach this pricing, this level of content to the students. We can guarantee you won't able to give that. The fees for our programs, so this 1.5 month program on autonomous vehicle is around 4,190 rupees. For 1 month program on vehicle dynamics, it is related to 3,600 rupees. For 2 months, 4,600 rupees. And in that also, we are providing 16% of exclusive discount to the webinar participants. This is a promo code called CRN4037. If you apply this promo code, you will get 30% of discount. Oh, sorry, 16% of discount. I'll just show that to you. How you got to know about this webinar? Okay, you mention your name, Mayank ETG. I just mentioned my email ID. I'm just mentioning as a random email ID. I'm taking a 2-month internship. My number random, and now coupon code is CRN4037. CRN4037. If, oh, just a second, CRN4037. So if I apply the coupon here to this program, any of the coupon, I will get a discount. I'll just check why it is showing invalid. It will just be corrected if it is invalid. So you will get here 16% of discount. This is 10% discount, 4600, 460 rupees. I just applied the coupon which is here, now 10. So the additional 6% of discount is provided to our students who are attending this. You click on join now, okay, and you will be redirected to the payment gateway page. In this payment gateway page, you will have all these credit, debit card, net banking, wallet, UPI, and EMI option. So we are providing you a EMI option. If you have any of these credit card, you will be paying almost, instead of 4140, you are getting an EMI discount of 84 rupees. So you will be getting EMI of 18 months to 3 month to 18 month, and even your fees you get a discount. There will be no interest, 0% EMI. Are you getting it? Where you are already getting a discount. Clear? The total fees was 4140, but you need to pay 4055. So you are getting minus 0% interest. Got it? So this is the part where we try to give you that exposure, and the students who apply for our internships and courses, they get access to this portal also. This portal is dedicatedly and privately made for our participants, where you get an exposure, where you get an opportunity to first get skilled in these areas from us related to vehicle dynamics, electric vehicle, autonomous vehicle, and computer CFD. And then you can apply for these internships which are available here. Okay. Now I have a couple of FAQs which are being asked by students. I will just try to read them out so that I think most of that will be covered here. All of you might have these doubts. First doubt it, sir, I'm really interested in doing something. Which internship is best for me? Which one is best for me? I have 4 options: electric vehicle, vehicle dynamics, autonomous vehicle, and industrial CFD. Which is best for me? You just go through the content. In electric vehicle, you learn about battery motor controller from scratch. In vehicle dynamics, you learn about steering, suspension, braking, transmission, engines from scratch. In autonomous vehicle, you learn about Python programming, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and you develop your own autonomous vehicle. And in CFD, industrial CFD, you learn about computational fluid dynamics, where you learn about how it works, like aerodynamics works, thermodynamics work, all that, pump, centrifugal, Formula One race cars, aerodynamics. So those part you learn here in CFD, more of the designing. So that is one question which is being asked to explore your area of interest. Will it cover the internship from basic? I'm from first, second year of engineering. Will I able to join? Is it too early? I am second year, third year student. Should I join it? So if you are from second year, third year, which year of engineering, it is not early to join, because as soon as you join, as in early years you join, you have more time to implement this knowledge and do something of your own. Okay. I'm in second year. I learned it. I have 2 years of time to practically implement this knowledge and build my second page. I have my exams in February, March. How I can continue my internship? You get 1 year of access, 1 year of access to this whole internship. So you can join anytime. You register now, because we are giving you 16% off, and we'll be increasing our fees by 30% within next 7 days. The fees is really less now. We'll be increasing it by 30% because running an offer. And so you are getting almost 46% of discount. You have access for 1 year of time. You can join anytime, you can resume anytime, you can discontinue anytime. If you have exams, join now, have here for 1 year of access and continue it. What is difference between 1 and 2 month? In 1 month you have around 15 sessions, in 2 months you have around 30 sessions. You have 1 to 2 project in 15 sessions, in 1 month you have 2 to 4 project in 2 month internship. The content is double. How our doubts will be solved? One way I have shown you, you can comment there. Second way, we have dedicated Telegram groups. Third, we take weekly live sessions. By 3 ways, your doubts will be solved. Will the session be recorded? It will be combination of recorded and live, where you have weekly live interaction and you have pre-recorded sessions in your portal, which you can watch anytime, anywhere. How much time you need to spend per day for this internship? You need to spend 2 to 3 hours a week. We provide you 2 to 3 sessions of 30 to 45 minutes in a week. You can attend that anytime, any day. Are you getting it? So this much time you need to spend in a complete week. Can we take 2 internship at once? Sir, I'm interested in autonomous vehicle also and CFD also. Should I attend both? Yes, you can do that. 90% of our students are doing more than one internship because we are charging fees between 3,000 to 4,500, and that is peanuts for a 1 to 2 month technical internship. We are charging only this much. So students are doing multiple internship and you can do that at once, because you have to spend 2 to 3 hours for one internship in a week. If you do 2 internship at a time, you will be spending on an approx 4 to 6 hours in a week, which is around 45 minutes to 1 hour a day. So people do that usually. Do you need to get the software SolidWorks and says MATLAB, Python? Python is language. So any software you need to get it, or we will provide. We will help you out from where you can get the software, how you can download it, how you can install it. So you don't have to worry about all that. We will help you in that. My college have no compulsion to do an internship. Why should I do it? You have to build your second page. It is not to do a formality of completing your internship. It is not to do that. It is to do to upskill yourself. And side by side, you are getting an internship certificate also. So which will help you 2 ways. You get skilled, you learned, and second way, you are submitting that internship certificate to your college, where the compulsion part will also be resolved. Yes, sir, I have done a 1 month or 2 month internship. So it's a win-win situation. I don't have a laptop. My laptop is not compatible with the software you teach. How will I learn? Don't worry. You can access through phone. You can attend the sessions. Once your college starts, you can access your college system. You can take your friend system. And around 20-25% of the sessions are related to software based. Rest all are calculation based, practice based. So in that case, you can do it anytime, anywhere it is possible for you, because you have 1 year of access. At least you would able to learn 80-85% of content. So go that way. Okay. And will I get job, internship, higher studies admission, or it will add its value in my CV? As I told you, there are these many things, 5-6 points you can mention on your second page, and we are providing you a dedicated portal also. So I believe it will help you a lot to build your second page. Okay. So this is my advice, humble advice to every one of you, that this is a humble advice to every one of you to go through the sessions, go through the website, go through the college internships, all the 4 internships. You come to mechanical, you can see here. You come to electronics, you can see EV. It is not like you're from computer science, you have to take autonomous vehicle. No, you are from any branch, you can go for these internships. Okay, go through them, have a clarity, just apply. You have a money back guarantee 100%. If you don't like it, you can take your complete fees back. You don't have to worry about it. Apply, take a shot, start attending, you will see the difference. And it hardly matters whether you do our program or not. What matter is that you are building your second page or not. Okay, what matter is that you are building your second page or not. So start working on your second page. That's the whole thing which I'm trying to say here. uh, I got the updated coupon code. The coupon code is CNM0235. CNM0235. Yeah, now you can see it give me 16% of discount. Okay, I am just mentioning the coupon code in the chat option here. I am just mentioning the coupon code in the chat option, which is CN M0235. The website link is www.elite.technogroups.com. Okay, have a look. If you have any sort of query, you can contact on this number through WhatsApp 7742633665. You can contact on WhatsApp. We'll help you out which program to go for, how to go for, which is best for you, so that it will give you better understanding. Secondly, I'm sharing the feedback form also, which you can fill so that you can get the certificate of participation. Yeah. Yeah. So please fill it so that every one of you could get the certificate. I've shared the coupon code, website link, and the contact number where you can contact and consult about it. This coupon code 16% off is only valid for next 24 hours, which will be only exclusively for the participants of this webinar. Okay, clear to everyone? Sorted. Now, I think from my end, the session is done. If anyone need to know anything, please feel free to say.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words. Now let us proceed with Q&A session. If anyone has any kind of doubt, they can write it in chat box.
Yeah, if you need to know anything related to it, how it will be done, what all you will learn, anything which you have in your mind, feel free to ask. So my whole part is to give you a better understanding about the gap. It is not to take our program. No, it is not to do that. It is to make you aware the major gap which are there in industry academics, and you should start building your second page. If you don't do that, it would be tough for you to actually get ended up having a job or getting admission in higher studies. Anyone need to know anything, feel free to ask.
Sir, there are no questions, so I will.
No issues, great. If anyone have any questions to know in person they need to discuss, they can drop a WhatsApp message on the number given. Or one more thing which I forgot to tell you, if you go to any of the college internship, anyone, okay, you can see frequently asked questions at the bottom. Just have a look here, everyone. If you see, we have given in curriculum, you have questions, have no prior knowledge, what is the difference between doubt support, how my doubt will be solved, certification, how the certificate will be, eligibility, who all are eligible, fees, referral cashback, project assignment, time commitment. So we have given these many questions. If you see, 99.99% questions are being cleared here. You can have a look at the FAQ to have a better understanding, or else you can contact to this number. What about the software you are going to teach on? No, you don't have to buy them, right, Jay? You can have an open source software. If you talk about SolidWorks, ANSYS, CATIA, MATLAB, any of these, so you can easily get the open source. You explore those softwares first, learn it, access them in and out, and if you see you are getting professionally into that zone, if you feel like you need to buy sometime in future, you can do that. But I don't think so it is required to buy at this moment. And why to buy it when you have access to open source? And we will help you out from where you can get those softwares. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that as well. Anyone else have any doubt? Jay, is your doubt cleared? Great. Guys, see, we are charging this 3,000, 4,000 rupees to a content which is of 40 to 50,000 rupees, to be very frank with you. Our company is numbers driven. Simple way, we can keep a fees of 50,000 rupees for this program. This is one of a very unique program. We can easily keep it. In that case, we might get 1 to 2 registrations a day. But with a fees of 3,000, 4,000 rupees, we get 50 registrations a day, 30 registrations a day. The amount might be same, but we are changing life of 30 engineers. There are 30 alumni which are adding to our network. There are 30 students whom we get to know, whom we get to learn also. Are you getting it? So we are number driven. That's why we openly challenge you get this content anywhere at this pricing, we give you fees back. Are you getting my point? That's the whole intention, because we are number driven. And we even say you are giving us two things, money and time. Time we might be able to give you back, but money is precious and we can 100% refund you back if you don't like it. Okay. Is it done? Anyone have any doubt? I request to go through all the 4 programs, have a look, and then decide which one is best for you. Yeah, I think it is done. Great. Anyone have any doubt? No?
No, sir.
Great. You can continue with the session. From my end, it is all almost done.
Thank you, sir, for this webinar. On behalf of everyone, I am here to present my heartfelt thanks for this webinar. I would like to thank our speaker for this wonderful webinar. Sir, this webinar was full of knowledge and interesting things. It gave deep insights into the topic. I am pretty sure this knowledge will surely help us in the future. I would also thank our principal, sir, Dr. G.V. Mulgund, for allowing us to organize this webinar. I would also thank Gaurav sir and Arif sir for helping us and guiding us for organizing this webinar. I want to thank Student Council member who really worked hard to make this event a great success. Last but not the least, I also thank all the participants for attending this webinar and making this a fruitful one. Now, I request all the participants to please switch on their camera for the group photo.
Okay, so thank you everyone. You can leave now.
Participant, please Fill the feedback link and certificate will be mailed to you within the 7 working days. Thank you so much.